Hey everyone, welcome to the video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. If you'd like to hang out in between videos, come check out the Discord. Today we are doing a bit of a redemption arc, I think, hopefully. We are on for the I Say the Best Part 2. That first video was a bit all over the place and a bit of a mess. And so I think we're going to like recenter on this one a little bit, and we're just going to do the studio version of the music, and we're going to get all of it from Mamamoo's channel, except for I believe the hip remix version is on a different channel. And at some point in the near future, we will do a do-over of part 1 of the album as well, with the studio versions that we missed. Or did a live version. Anyway, all that rambling out of the way, just to say that we're going to get into the songs now. So, all right, here we go. We're going to start off with Ah Oop to 2021. So are they basically just covering over the Esna parts? Yeah, I think that's Solar covering that part.
용기만 내면 뭐 어쩌라고 잘생기면 다니 네 머릿속에 메아리만 들려 텅텅텅 자꾸 쪽쪽쪽 수준이 맞아 대화를 할 거야. Just look, don't touch. Every time you come a little closer 넌 심장 소리 커지고 이대로 가면
Just be aware that I may close my eyes a bunch during this one because we're not doing lyrics, just to get in the vibes with it.
Listen to me, boy. 다 필요 없어. 남자가 돼야지. 안 그래? 잊지 말라고 내가 하는 얘기들 처음부터 쓰지 말고. Gotta respect, girl. 자 따라 해봐. 이벤트는 필요 없어. 비싼 것도 필요 없어. 여기까지 좋지. 화풀이 할 때 다 들어줘. 자존심 같은 거 다 버려. 몬스타 다 잡은 물고기 네가 더 확해 어장치는 분위기 손잡고 잘게 오빠 믿어 남자는 다 그래 아빠 말처럼 남자는 다 늑대 거기 뭐 너니 자고 봐 내 다리 진짜 너네 타입 아니야 절대 너네 타입 나도 바로 조심해 볼 일 없애기만 goodbye yeah 기회를 줄 테니 just to screw it up 미치겠네 다칠까봐 걱정되잖아 말로만 하지 말고 생각 좀 해 남자답게 다가와봐 답답하잖아 알아들었니 oh baby please behave yourself 물론 얘긴 제발 stop 나는 좀 멀리 떠나버렸어 Ain't nobody got time for this.
Okay, so I feel like this one kind of falls, there seems to be like 2 categories of remakes on this album, right? Like the ones that differentiate themselves like pretty wildly in style from the original, and then the almost like remastered definitive versions of songs. I tend to enjoy the former category more, just because it allows me to differentiate the two from one another. Like, whereas like a just straight kind of remake of the song is interesting, especially like when we get a Moonbill verse, right? Like, and I'll probably, I don't know, because I do like Esna on the original track, and I do like the original track a lot, but I like Moonbill's verse in this one a fair bit. Right? Like, this is one of those things, one of those moments where it's like, oh, right, this is why I have trouble with different versions of the same song, right? Because it's, if they don't do a whole lot to change up the style, it makes me like wonder which one to listen to on the regular, right? Because I listen to songs over and over again. Like, I listen to things on repeat a fair bit until I find, you know, new things to listen to on repeat. I think I'd consider listening to this one most often just because of the Moonbill verse, but it would be tough. Yeah, all right. Let's check out the next song, which is Decalcomanie 2021. It's hard to kind of tell from the naming conventions too, because sometimes the 2021 versions are like wildly different and sometimes they're not. Like, this has this like very strong marching band intro, which is reminiscent of the Queendom performance, which I don't believe was in the original.
지난 여름부터 밤낮 사춘기 소녀처럼 꿈꾸게 만들었어 romance 오늘만 기다렸어 oh yes oh 핸드폰은 오 치명적인 호흡 비밀스러운 party Gotta wet the goddamn 내 공간에 와준 널 환영해 두 손을 머리 위로 cut your hand 너와 나 입을 맞춰 I feel good 너에게 나를 맡겨 I feel good 이건 좀 위험해 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 나 손을 놓을 것만 같아 너와 나 같이 그린 I feel good 오렌지빛깔 그린 I feel good 조금은 위험해 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 또 멈출 수가 없어 나 I feel good 늘 깨어난 너의 속삭임 I feel good 너의 손짓도 뭉치게 너와 단둘이 맞은 아침이 I feel good 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 헐크러진 머리 헐크 같은 바디 바임 보고 싶어 백허 끝까지 너 허구개를 끌어 그대 숨쉴 수가 없네 I can control myself 준비했어 널 위해 두 손을 머리 위로 할때 너와 나 입을 너와 나 입을 너와 나 입을
They do that a lot in the concerts too, where they extend that last chorus. It's a neat change up. All right. So this one's interesting to me because, like, I really think the change up at the to the overall vibe of the song is fairly different from the original, right? Like going with a more kind of marching band, powerful percussion and brass arrangement is like an interesting choice, especially for like thematically such a like kind of spicy song. And then like the final chorus really kind of amps you up by extending and repeating out the intro to the chorus, and then repeating the last kind of section of it as well to make the chorus section feel just a lot longer and a lot more epic. I was kind of worried at the start of the song, right? Because the mixing felt a little weird, where the initial verse felt like drowned out a little bit by the like really strong brass and percussion. So I was worried we were gonna have another situation like I Miss You, where it felt like I was struggling to get as much of the girls' vocals as I was hoping for. But the second that the chorus kicked in, like those fears kind of went away, right? The really strong vocals in the chorus just kind of overpower that production shift or that mixing. And I was like, ooh, all right, thank goodness. But yeah, cool track. I think I probably won't listen to this one over the original, but I like it. It's just one of those ones where the original one is such an earworm to me that I think I don't think I could replace it. All right, now like we know this one is going to be like a wild tonal shift. It's going to be Aya's traditional version. I'm really curious to see what they do with this, because a lot of the like little traditional elements that they've snuck in either their solo work or some of their other songs has been fire. So color me excited. Oh yeah. Flute feels even further forward in the production. It's really nice.
우린 너 믿겠다 모든 사랑거리에 미쳐 이기적인 눈이 잠지쳐 눈물인지 또 빗물인지 난 내게 물감을 줬어 눈물이 뚝 떨어진다
That's an interesting choice.
숨겨봤자 수면 위로 새는 내 손에 going shot shot 모든 사랑거리에 미쳐 이기적인 놈이 잔지쳐 눈물인지 또 빗물인지 난 내게 모욕감을 줬어 눈물이 아야 떨어진다
All right, so this one was like fascinating to me, right? Like at the beginning, I was just really into it and like getting that like hype feeling going that some of the best Mamamoo songs really do to you. But one of the things that kind of surprised me around halfway into the song was that like I got really invested in what the production was doing, right? Because I'm so unfamiliar with a lot of the sounds that these instruments, these traditional instruments make or what they are. So like it was kind of like being assaulted by a whole bunch of new sensations that you're not used to. So it was like, in addition to really vibing with the song, it's just like, okay, what is that? Where is it sitting in the mix? What ear is it panning to and from? Like we got like a strumming instrument way in the back on the left ear, and then the like kind of group chant vocals that went in, or like not chant, maybe like a yell, but not I don't know how to describe it. In the mix there was really cool too. It was like a deeper male group vocal that came through in parts of the chorus that just kind of took me really by surprise. I imagine it's something that's used pretty frequently in traditional music if that's you know, if it's sticking very closely with the vibe of the song. I thought, you know, that when we were going in we might get more of like hints of traditional music, but it seems like they just kind of replaced the whole production with traditional versions with very sparse elements of the original song production filtered in there, which was really cool. But it gives it a very, very different vibe. Like, I think this is one of those ones where it does enough to make itself feel like its own song that I think I'd put this alongside the original on a playlist and be perfectly happy listening to them, even if they were back to back, right? Like if you got them on shuffle. Really cool stuff. Makes me wish I knew more about like music composition and stuff like that, because it's interesting to pick out the differences, see what they're doing with the arrangement and stuff like that. But I'm not a musician, so I'm really at a lack of vocabulary for describing some of the I feel like I'm hearing. All right, next up is the one that's on a different channel. It's a remix version of Hip. Interesting. It's like full-on EDM remix, maybe.
이제 모든 일이 가뿐해 베를린 성공을 썰어 먹어 마치 미슐랭 누구보다 빠른 걸음을 걸어내 그 시즌 잊은지도 오래야 뒷걸음 머리 어깨 무릎 어딜 가도 넌 빛날 수 있어 세상에 넌 하나뿐인 걸 근데 왜 이래 네 얼굴에 침 뱉니 날 자극한 여러분 감사 거기서 멈춰지지
Doesn't feel all that different from the original. I mean, the production's a little different, but not wildly. Ooh, I like that add of the guitar behind her. Are we going into the breakdown now? This one felt like they were teasing me a little bit, right? Like the intro starts with a bit of a difference from the original. It kind of leads you to believe that we're going into like a really big kind of remix in terms of like what they're doing with it. And then for the most part, it sounds kind of like the original for a good 75% of the song. Until it gets to the breakdown. There's like a few production changes here and there, but not enough to be so different from the original that like I was really noticing them, except for the guitar or high synth behind Moonbyul and Hwasa in their last rap verse. And then it goes into the breakdown, which I was like really expecting to be a little heavier. And longer, and it just kind of didn't. I think it's a cool idea. I just wish they were bolder and went further, if that makes sense. Okay, next up we have a little bit 2021. I think this one was also called Sting on the original album, so it was a ballad, if I remember correctly.
너 하나쯤 없다고 괜찮을 줄 알았어 맨날 끼던 반지를 잃어버린 느낌처럼 딴 사람을 만났다 이상하게 너를 불렀어 정말 모두 잊은 줄 알았는데 도대체 네가 뭐라고 아직까지도 너만 가득하잖아 가끔 눈이 따끔거릴 때 바람이 분 것뿐인데 네가 부는 것 같아 눈물이 나 이렇게 맘이 따끔거릴 때 그때야 알게 됐어
Ian.
아직도 좋은 너란 걸 오늘 따스한 손으로 나의 왼편에 서서 나와 발을 맞춰준 게 익숙했나 봐 가끔 혼자 걸을 때 네가 없는 그림자가 어색해 내가 알 수 있는 거라곤 널 추억하는 일 그때 그대로 멈춰있는지 내 모든 가사 절반이 네 얘기 뻔한 아픔과 뻔한 이별을 알면서도 난 편하지만은 않아 솔직히 궁금해 넌 어떻게 지내 가끔 눈이 따끔거릴 때 바람이 분 것뿐인데 네가 부는 것 같아 눈물이 나 이렇게 맘이 따끔거릴 때 그때야 알게 됐어 내 전부는 아직 좋은 너란 걸 잘한 거라고 지금까지 잘 참았다고 그렇게 말했었는데 이러다가 정말 아플 때 그러면 어떻게 해야 해 시간 지나도 달라질 건 없고 이젠 어쩔 수 없어 그 눈이 내 맘이 따끔거리는 건 너밖에 없어 네 생각에 따끔거려도 이젠 잘
harmony.
참아볼게 모두 너니까
All right, so that was a fantastic rendition of the song. I feel like, because I feel like Moonbill got a verse in there that she didn't get in the original. And also, I feel like Wheein just dominated that track. I mean, sure, Solar's power vocals, as usual, are phenomenal. But, like, for some reason, I feel like Wheein was just like, nope, this one's mine to put my stamp on this time around. And she had some incredible vocal runs, flipping like into her head voice in like a absolute beautiful way, and then some of the coolest just harmonies there with Solar in that last section. That was just so good. Hwasa had some really cool moments if I'm catching them right too. Don't want to like exclude anybody. But yeah, I think that might be the definitive version of that track for me, right? Like I think I like that better than that was solid. Really good. Okay. Next up is one we heard the live of in the previous one, but it was on the back half of the disc. Windflower dramatic version.
뻔하디 뻔한 내 사랑 얘기야 흔하디 흔한 이별일 뿐이야 이미 알겠지만 너 없는 동안 많이 외롭고 힘들기만 했어 너와 있을 때 왜 더 잘해주질 못했는지 이제서야 달콤한 말들이 맴도는지 몇 번이야 야야 후회만 하냐 저것들만 너무 예뻐 Windflower, we windflower 엇갈린 우리의 이야기 Windflower, we windflower 오오오오 이만 이별일까 뚜뚜뚜뚜 이만 아파할까 다시 또 피어날 꽃잎처럼 Get better day by day Get better day by day 바람 불어 기분 좋은 날 all day 여자가 되어 헐가분한 밤 우울한 날은 가고 Get better day by day Get better day by day 그런 말 했지 그래 한 번뿐인 이별에 소란스러 나가보면 너 그 하늘에 미련이야 식탁이 차려진 음식 혼자 덤덤 한참 늦은 식사 무기력 경험 외로움야 날씨 그런 기분 다운돼 있네 멀쩡한 날이 없어 모든 게 거슬려 함께 있을 때 왜 더 아름답지 못했는지 두 눈에 노래를 이별 가사로 채우는지 아야야야 후회만 하냐 저것들만 너무 예뻐 Windflower, we windflower 달라져버린 달만 오게도 Windflower, we windflower 네맘 이별일까 뚜뚜뚜뚜 이 맘 아파할까 다시 또 피어날 꽃잎처럼 Get better day by day Get better day by day 바람 기분 좋은 날 all day 여자가 되어 홀가분한 밤 우울한 날은 가고 Get better day by day Get better day by day Get better day by day Get better day by day
So that one's kind of like an interesting spot because I think they did this during the FW concert as well, and as well as another concert that we saw the clip of last time. And I think it does a really good job of hyping you up during the concert, especially the FW version. And the back half of that song, like when that last kind of chorus hits and they extend that through the final bit of the song, it really kind of amps you up and changes the direction of the song in a pretty drastic way. Whereas the beginning section of the song doesn't feel like as good, right? As the original. It kind of, I don't know. It's like the arrangement is interesting and it fits kind of with what they're doing in the back half of the song, but it feels different than the tone of the original song. It's just kind of good, but distracting. That might be the way I put it, right? Like it's entertaining. It's a good thing, or a good change up for the version. But I find myself getting distracted by how different it is, rather than just vibing with track until it hits that big dramatic shift at the end of the song, and then you get lost in the hype again. I think I had less of that, less of an issue with that when we were watching the live versions of specifically FW. I'm gonna probably say over and over. Sorry about that. Is that like you're captivated by their performance on stage and the choreo and everything that's going on, so you're kind of lost in it, and the production doesn't distract you as much. But when there's nothing else but the song, right? That element does, for me, pull me out of it a little bit. Anyway, that's enough rambling from me. Let's check out Oh Ah Yeh 2021. I really do enjoy that they seem to be like using live instruments over synths for a lot of stuff in these songs. But this seems to be a little more synth heavy. Oh, very heavy brass there. That's cool.
남자 Oh Ah Yeh 수많은 옷처럼 잘 어울리는 너야 두 번째 플랜 먼저 당기기 Oh Oh 동공 떨리는 초집 stand by cue 시간 되면 차 한잔 할래요 yes 이런 거 어떤 것 같아 Oh yes Oh Ah Yes 너에게 빠져들겠어 자꾸 반응하잖아 Oh yes Oh Ah Yeah 그래 넌 타박하겠어 넌 내 취향 저격 에이스 본능을 따르겠어 날 감추지 않겠어 오늘 달라 먼저 다가가 거리는 도도하게 말투는 애교 있게 말 보는 눈빛은 Oh Ah Yeah 시간 좀 되나요 나 좀 도와줘요 그쪽 때문에 어감이 제 멋대로예요 그쪽 예고 없이 날린 미소에 걸린 버스터 울고 갈 당신의 눈을 여자라 해도 믿을 만한 피부 Ah Yeah 넌 존재 자체 감탄사 절로나네 Oh Ah Yeah 나도 모르게 날아오르네
I miss in a lot of their newer tracks getting a Hwasa and Moonbill rap back to back. It's so satisfying.
Oh yeah. 뜨거워지는 이 분위기 너와 나의 거리 우리 사이로 한 여자가 걸어왔대 마침 그게 여자친구인 건지 아님 친구인 건지 다가와 마마무는 계속된다.
This is kind of what I was wondering about, like if we would get like a concert version of a song. I think the audience was added in there in post, but still cool. Drum fill. That we in on drums? All right. That was cool. I think it felt very similar to the original song, just with live instruments, and that's always a plus in my book. And the mixing wasn't, like off like in some of the other ones that we've had, just this kind of remaster treatment too. And it made me miss rapper Hwasa a lot. I know we've gotten some here and there, but it brings me back to the early part of their discography when she would do a lot more rap verses with Moon, which is cool. Yeah, so not really a whole lot to say about that one. I liked it. All right, Don't Be Happy 2021, which, I think I mixed up with that Happier Than Ever, which is a new song apparently. You guys let me know in the comments last week. But here is Don't Be Happy. Like something out of an old movie.
I never had a chance to say that I love you, that I love you. 있는 자존심 다 버리고 이렇게 빌고 있는 나인데 이제 다른 여자 품 안에 사랑받고 있고 다정한 그 모습으로 날 미치게 하고 후회한 만큼 가슴은 찢어질 것 같고 가만히 서 있는 내가 너무 화가 나고 행복하지만 절대로 행복하지만 나를 떠나버리면서 Don't you dare break us my 행복하지만 절대로 행복하지만 아무것도 변하지 않을 거란 거짓말 같은 말은 필요 없어 내가 너에게 제일 친한 친구란 말은 집어줘 뭐가 그렇게 두려워서 솔직하지 못한 거니 Just think about the times that only you and I know
This one was with G-Soul, right?
제발 떠나가지 마 듣고 싶지 않아 네 연애 상담 난 말해봤자 그 사람 험담만 해 뻔해 뭘 바란 거야 모른 척 그만해 네 태도 날 이까리 친구가 어딨어 이 성끼리 내가 바란 건 연인 사이 뭐라 말해도 누가 뭐래도 넌 들리지 않지 아무것도 행복하지만 절대로 행복하지만 나를 떠나버리면서 Don't you dare break us my 행복하지만 절대로 절대로 행복하지 마.
Or was this bum key? This might have been bum key.
Don't you die, cry, that's fine. 행복하지 마. No, 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 no. 아무것도 변하지 않을 거란 거짓말 같은 말은 필요 없어.
Oof. No offense to the original artist on Don't Be Happy, the original track. Solar murdered that version. Got an extra moon verse in there, I think, too. I think that is just the one that I prefer. As much as I really, really like the original. I'm going to be super curious about Peppermint Chocolate, which I think might be next. Yeah, because that is one of those songs that I listen to constantly, like constantly on that song. So I am going to be really, really like intrigued to see how they change it up. I know that one is also a collaboration with another artist. So I think this one is just all Mamamoo members. It'll be interesting to see how that one, the tone of the song.
Let's do it. 너네라고 부르긴 우리 아직은 뭔가 덜 익은 게 많은 사이. honey라고 부르긴 우리 아마도 결국 시간 문제인가. 살짝 그 얘기 대기 달콤한 눈빛 더 징그러운 게 재미. Like 백일 날짜 세기 왠지 유치해 난 요즘 스타일 화사하게 smile. You're ready? 우리는 캔디 서서히 녹여먹는 맛에 연애를 원해. 사랑의 정의를 왜 이 나이에 정해. 설레 좋잖아 설레. 나의 커피숍 너무 달콤한 게 다가 아닌 우리 사이. Oh yeah. Peppermint my chocolate 화한 달콤한 지금 우리 사이. 미워 고백이나 뭐 그런 진심은 우린 나중에 다 놔두면 돼. Oh yeah. 길어 우리 갈 길은 멀어 지금이 바로 이건 게야 할래. Yeah, yeah. 알지 모든 건 타이밍 난 느낌 왔어 너도 왔니? Let's talk about this. 사실 나 같은 남자가 지랑에 살짝 궁금해 그래서 지금 물을게. 한마디로 그잖아 못 맞추면 너는 퇴자 or 패자. 아직 내게 만나보면 알겠지.
Alright, awesome.
너무 달콤한 게 다가 아닌 우리 사이. Oh yeah. Peppermint my chocolate 화한 달콤한 지금 우리 사이. 같은 여자 너 같은 남자 같은 여자 너 같은 남자 적선이 같으니 Can you feel it? 같은 여자 너 같은 남자 같은 여자 너 같은 남자 이런 우리 사이. 기다렸던 타입의 그 사람 눈물을 좀 아는 한 사람. It's so beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. It's such a beautiful love. 나 같은 여자 너 같은 남자 나 같은 여자 너 같은 남자 너 같은 남자 나 같은 여자 너 같은 남자 너의 커피숍 너무 달콤한 게 다가 아닌 우리 사이. Oh yeah. Peppermint my chocolate 너무 달콤한 지금 우리 사이. 같은 여자 너 같은 남자
I think part of the reason why that one works so well is that Wien's R&B vibe fits really well with the original artist's kind of R&B sound. And Solar going into like a lower tone is really nice. And then I think Moonwheel covered one of the other rapper with a different verse in there as well. So, and like I think Kwasa also got a small little verse in there. Like all in all, really cool. I think it's kind of like the same vibe. They didn't change up the production very much, but it feels like a different song because of the variation in the voices, right? Like it sounds so different without having a male vocal on there, but it sounds really good. I think, you know, there's something to be said about the chemistry between, you know, the individual members like singing together versus coming on with somebody who's a collab artist and having their sections feel disparate. That being said, I think both of these might end up in the rotation, the original one and this one, just because I listened to the original one so much. All right, yeah. Next up is Destiny, the extended version, which I think had a longer intro. We saw that performance of them doing this one with like the big stained glass.
It's been a blue sky. Gonna tell you something about my story. It's been a long time we've been together through. Back and then, and we won't desert each other now. 널 밀어놨지 또 미련 없이.
And Reality in Black is like one of my favorite mini albums from them.
Set you free. 이제 자유롭게 차갑게 식은 공기에 나의 빈자리만 남았던 그런 네. 애초에 너무도 넓은 바다에 서로를 알게 됐잖아. 거친 파도에 잠깐 쉬었다 간 걸로 만족할게. 이 노래 from my story. 언젠가 이 자리에 내가 이길 네가 이길. 지금은 너의 갈 길을 가. 우린 결국 헤어졌지. 서로 다른 길을 걸었지. 시간이 우릴 감싸고 서로를 다시 찾았지. 먼 길을 돌아서 왔지만 우린 결국 다시 만날 운명이었지. 우린 결국 다시 만날 운명이었지. 우린 결국 다시 만날 운명이었지. 난 미련했지. 널 미워했지. 의심은 날 지치게 만들고 약한 맘에 눈을 멀게 했지.
Such a groovy song.
Destiny makes me cry. Destiny makes me smile. 고장난 나침반은 돌고 돌아 길을 잃은 듯이 혼란해. 짙어지는 추억 다시 흐려지는 기억. 비가 내린 들판 위에 꽃 한 송이 피우기를. 우린 결국 헤어졌지. 서로 다른 길을 걸었지. 시간이 우릴 감싸고 서로를 다시 찾았지. 먼 길을 돌아서 왔지만 우린 결국 다시 만날 운명이었지. 우린 결국 다시 만날 운명이었지. I can't wait for it. I can't wait for it. I can't wait for it. 우리가 다시 만날 운명이었지.
Oof.
It's been a long time we've been together true, thick and thin, and we won't desert each other now.
All right. So yeah, we've heard that version before, right? A couple of times. Once on accident during the Reality in Black video, and another during FW. And I think maybe we didn't hear it. Not sure yet. It's a baller of a song, right? Like it's one of those ones that hits really hard. It's like the percussive elements of this song really drive it, and then it's got that kind of very fast spoken, not spoken, but like almost rap chorus in between the vocalizations from Moonbill that go along with that kind of percussive feel, and it really drives the beat. It makes you just kind of like you're in it the whole time. And the intro and the outro do a very good job of making it feel very epic and cinematic. I don't know why, but I get like this almost Western kind of feel from the intro, even though it's not like anywhere near country or anything like that. It's got that kind of bluesy sound to it that makes me think of sometimes like an old Western movie. Weird, but that's what I get from the vibes. Anyway, next up is Mr. Ambiguous 2021. Ooh, I like that brass hit.
쳐다만 보지 말고 좀 더 다가와 봐.
지금 저한테 관심 있으세요?
There is a boy, hello Mr. Mamamoo. 리더 체크, 빛난 애정 결핍이야. 찔러붙지만 말고 저 찔러봐. Now, 신사숙 여러분, let's get on with the show. Darling, it's you. 아직 넌 왜 눈치를 못 채니 넌 Mr. Mamamoo 날 헷갈리게 하지 마. My love is for you. Come on, 왜 자꾸 내 마음을 몰라주는 거니 왜? Oh Mr. Mamamoo 날 갖고 놀려 하지 마. Hey Mr. 꼭꼭 숨은 머리카락 보일라. 캔디를 문 듯한 달콤한 말투 양의 탈을 쓰는 꼬리치는 느낌. 내 손 떨지 말고 나를 가져봐. 아우 신사숙 여러분, let's get on with the show. Darling, it's you. 아직 넌 왜 눈치를 못 채니 넌 Mr. Mamamoo 날 헷갈리게 하지 마. 속 숨은 머리카락 올라 어서 말해봐 Mr. MMO 왜 삐딱하게 구는 건데 마치 베레모 다른 게 아프지 말고 빨리 와요 내게로 사랑은 쟁취하는 거야 불러봐요 세레몬
Who layered their vocal was with Moon on there? Did she layer over top herself?
신사숙 여러분 Let's get on with the show
I was waiting for that solar ad-lib.
괜찮다면 박수 한번 쳐주세요
Kill it, Solar. All right. So yeah, that kind of felt, you know, really similar to the original one but with live instruments and some extra kind of flares here and there from the girls. Really like that a lot. Fantastic. But not like a whole lot to talk about in terms of like differences with the original. Would I switch it out? Switch the original out for this one? Potentially. Like, I think the live instruments do something really cool for the track. I don't know, maybe. I'm really curious about the next one though. Yes, I Am Funk Boost version. And I love me a good funk song. I'm so curious to see what boosting the funk of this song sounds like because it's already kind of got a funky groove. So, see.
나로 말할 것 같으면 자신감 있는 여자 말하자면 내게 믿는 여자 자신 있으면 나를 따라 해도 돼 뒤따라와 follow me 화장은 얇게 귀찮으니까 노출은 안 해 그럴 필요 없어 이상해 좀 특이해 평범한 게 더 싫어 이런 내 모습 부모님께 감사해 Me, fall with the sun 생각 말고 정신은 아이클래스 눈치 보지만 네가 바로 보글ess Hello, bonjour, 니하오 안녕 세계가 꼭 맞은 매력이 듯 나로 말할 것 같으면 겨울에 미소 매입으면 나도 믿는 게 I love you 나로 말할 것 같으면 자신감 있는 여자 말하자면 내게 믿는 여자 자신 있으면 나를 따라 해도 돼 뒤따라와 follow me Yes I am 나를 말할 것 같으면 Yes I am 아주 금방져 편한 게 좋아 그게 나니까
Love that like bass line going on there.
나를 모르는 소리 그냥 내 멋대로 내 식대로 My name is Musta 어디까지나 그냥 내 취향이니까 예민하지만 컴플렉스 nothing swag 슈퍼 플래시한 스타일로 난 너를 표현해 my baby 어디까지 말꼬리 잡는 너 take off the flying drive 내 차에 타 자자 나로 말할 것 같으면 자신감 있는 여자 말하자면 느낌 있는 여자 자신 있으면 나를 따라 해도 돼 뒤따라와 follow me Yes I am 나를 말할 것 같으면 Yes I am follow me Yes I am 나를 말할 것 같으면 Yes I am 볼이 뚠뚠해 Feelline보다 동그란 내 얼굴이 좋아 나만의 껴뿌리는 눈매 보다 나는 내 눈무쌍이 좋아 웃을 때 인디언 보조개와 골진끝 아주 칭찬해
나로 말할 것 안 같으면 말할 것 같으면 아주 시크해 나로 말할 것 안 같으면 말할 것 같으면 Introduce myself
Oh, here comes the funk boost.
나로 말할 것 같으면 자신감 있는 여자 말하자면 내게 믿는 여자 자신 있으면 나를 따라해도 돼 뒤따라와 Follow me Yes I am 나로 말할 것 같으면 Follow me Yes I am 나로 말할 것 같으면 아주 가만져
All right. I think that was really cool. I think the funk boost really kind of is emphasizing the brass instruments that they bring into the song and are like really pushing forward in the mix. And they did like a really good job of I love a good brass section in a song. Something about it just really does it for me. There's a big reason why I was huge into ska early on. But yeah, I think this is a really fun version of the song. I think it's got like not really any structural changes until that last kind of section. But I love the live instruments in it so much that I don't really care, right? Like that it's not all that different from the original, even though it is like funkier in a sense. I really enjoyed it. Anyway, give me 1 second, gotta check something. That's what I thought. That is the last song on the album. At least from the digital version that I was going through on that order. We will, like I said, go back and do the first half again with just the studio versions of the ones that we did live versions for, and kind of go through and cover the ones that we missed or didn't get as nice of an audio quality listen to. So I hope this one came out a little more cleaner, gave a little more in-depth thoughts on what was going on. Yeah. Time, guys. Love you. Bye.